As we enter the 25th day of the Iranian uprising, we are hearing some positive updates. Iranian security forces and police officers have stopped taking orders from their Islamic regime bosses, and some of them have started to defect to the uprising. Here we go. As predicted, ladies and gentlemen, things are kicking off and escalating in Iran. As we said a couple of weeks ago, that soon you would be seeing police officers and security forces defecting to the people. If it continues, usually by now, the regime, the Islamic Republic, would have crushed the rebellion. But it's now the 25th day of this uprising. They are all over the place. They don't know what to do. Last night we had some bad, sad updates in some cities, including Sanandaj in the west and also east. There were a lot of massacres, like very, very bloody clashes between two sides. But that's that aside. This is about the update that we have in this images I'm going to show you guys at the bottom of the page. You can actually see security forces and police officers defecting. When this came out, by the way, I'm going to show you the actual video. The Iranian regime government came and replied and said, "Oh no, this is our police officers and security forces escorting the protesters." There's a bit of a problem. You don't have protests. This is not a peaceful protest anymore. When it was a protest, when it was a march, you shut them down. This is now an uprising. You do not have, these people did not get a license from the city council to go on a street and march with a direction and police officers escorting them. That's not how it works. If you can see some of the videos that we had, actually we couldn't really show because it gets kind of messy, but the bottom of the video you can actually see the police officers. You can actually see in the video that the police and the security forces are saying, "Yeah, let's go together." This is not some sort of organized march. There is no organized march in Iran right now. This is a complete uprising, and you can actually see in these other situations where some of them have completely given up. They are tired. They're just completely surrendering. And in this video, a number of the security forces who are sitting there on the steps get approached by one of the people who's trying to actually do a bit of a peaceful approach. Watch this. Now, what you just witnessed was an Iranian woman who approached the security officers and she gave them flowers as a sign of peace, and they took it. So, just translated however you want at home. But things are escalating. Things seem to be positive in Iran in terms of the direction of this revolution. Of course, there will be a massive cost at the end of it. If there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, there's going to be a bloody period, unfortunately. But at this point, it's gone too deep and too far for any U-turns. If the people give up now, then they are done. They will be going after every single one of them. And they're not going to have an opportunity like this for another 20, 30 years. So this is going to be the tipping point. But this is the last attempt for a long, long time. And this revolution is now led by women and school children and workers and everybody, young and old, from east, from west, from Persian Iranians to Turkish Iranians to Kurdish Iranians, everybody around the country. We will keep you guys posted on this channel on the development in Iran, because the mainstream media are not really giving you any real updates from the ground as usual. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to tell you about, in half an hour, about our own British government creating a support system for snowflakes who don't want to go to work on Mondays. Subscribe to the channel on my Tousi, and we are the media.